Hey, friends, how's everybody? Another Sunday, 6:30. You know what that is? It's time for that Dating Shane podcast. Of course, you got your boy Keith. That's me, your host. Uh, Hope everybody had a good week. It's been hot. It's that summer, that uncomfortable heat. But that's all right. I hope everybody comfortable now, getting ready for the show. We got another good show tonight. And of course, as every show, I have my co-host with me, Nicole. How you doing, Nicole?
Hey T, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. You had a good week?
I did. How about yourself?
It was a good week. Like I say, it's hot. Summertime. Know how that is. But yeah.
Absolutely.
What can you do? What can you do? So yeah, we got another good show tonight, Nicole.
Yeah.
Leading up to the 100 show.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. So yeah.
Getting up there.
Oh yeah. So the name of the night show is Do You Kiss and Tell?
That sounds like a juicy one, T.
Sound like a juicy one?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we gonna get into it. That was something that when you think about that, that's something that when we were young, that would come to my mind. When you were young.
I'm hoping so. That is so when you're young.
Yeah. But you still got some people out there that can't wait to tell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But before we get into it, just like every show, what we got to do, we got to put that disclaimer in there. The views and the opinions of the Dating Shane podcast is strictly of the host. That's me and Nicole. So now, if we step on any toes, if we offend anyone, it's purely incidental. Okay? But now, if that shoe fits you now, what they got to do with it, Nicole?
Wear it.
And wear it well. You know what it is. So that's what it is. So now, let me say this also. We're live on YouTube, TikTok, and of course, Facebook. So 3 platforms we live on right now. You can go on YouTube, pull up the Dating Shane podcast. You'll see me right there. You want to put a comment in, put your comment in. Facebook, same thing. You want to put a comment in, I read the comments out. This also is a call-in show. The number's right there on Facebook. On if you're on my Facebook page, you're friend me on Facebook. You'll see the number. In case you're not, 870-397-1219. Call in. Give me your opinion. Tell me what you got to say about Do You Kiss and Tell? TikTok. You want to be a part of the show on TikTok? Go on the Dating Shane page. Hit the live button. You'll see the little 2 people icon right there. Hit the little 2 people icon. An invitation will come to me. I will accept your invitation. You'll be right there on TikTok on screen with me. We can discuss it. Now, we're in the 98th episode of the Dating Shane. So we're getting up there. We're heading toward that milestone, that 100 show. So as I encourage everybody, hit that like button, subscribe to the show, be a part of it, be a part of a movement. We're trying to get a movement going, trying to get this thing going. We know how this dating thing is today. We know how it is. It's way different from it was, years ago. Nicole said they got something in the pool. What they got in that pool, Nicole?
They adding to the piss in the pool.
Adding to the piss in the pool and dating pool. Now that's what Nicole said. Now, I don't get in no pissy pool. Cole said it's piss in the pool.
I stay out that pool. I try to stay out of it.
That's right. I sit on the sideline and talk about it. Somebody pissed in the pool.
Yeah. I'm definitely not gonna add to it.
That's right. So yeah, but like I say, hit that like button, subscribe to the show, be a part of it, comment, put your comment in. I'll read it out. If not, call 870-397-1219. We can talk about it like that. So now, Do you kiss and tell? Nicole,
P.
what you think about it?
Like you said, I'm hoping that's something we did when we were younger,
Okay.
and not as we get older.
Uh-huh.
But that's kind of the private and intimate. It's a private and intimate thing.
That's right.
I'm hoping people do it when they were younger and kind of get over that as they got older.
Well, you would think, got Miss Blackman. She just put a comment on. She said, "Hey, Keith and Nicole." So yeah. So say hey to Miss Blackman, Nicole.
Hey, Miss Blackman.
There you go.
I hope your Sunday's going well.
Oh yeah. So now, do you kiss and tell? So now, like you said, that's probably something we did when we were young. Speaking on my side, the man side, we were young. You got that first girl, that girl that everybody wanted in school, everybody was looking at in school and things like that, and you finally got her, and you couldn't wait to go back and tell somebody, couldn't wait to go back and tell somebody. So you would go back and you would say something, and I want to let everybody know I'm having a little technical difficulties right now on TikTok, and don't worry about it, I'll work it out. We'll get it back on there. I'm pretty sure the audio is still there. Just be patient with me. If not, go on YouTube, and I'll be right there. But like I said, you got that girl that everybody probably was wanted and all that. And then you got back to school, you got back to your homies, and you was like, man, I got her, man. And the first thing they say, how she was, then you go telling everything, She had on these lace panties and all that there. She was smelling good, and all that, Oh yeah. I mean, that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. Mm-hmm.
So why do you think that we as kids? Why did you? I mean, I'm not even say kids, but teenagers. I hope teenagers are older. Why do you think kids do that?
Well,
why people? Because I don't think it's only kids. I think grown ups sometimes do it too. Why do you think people do that?
Well, I think it because of the excitement. I think that mainly be the thing. And of course,
go tell what happened.
Yeah, and bragging rights. Have a lot to do with it. You want them to know that I'm that man.
Boosting the ego.
Right.
So what about seeking validation from their friends?
Well, that too. You're trying to seek a little validation. Now I'm talking about when you're young. Talking about when you're young.
I think the same. They're probably seeking validation. You go to your friends, they boost you up. So they'll make you think that, okay, yeah, you did it, you the man.
Yeah, exactly. It's an ego thing. You want to boost that ego up. You want to, let them know that, yeah, I did that. I was able to, get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I mean, it's a guy thing. It's what it is. It's what it is.
Yeah, I girls did it too. I think they did it to process their emotions and also validation.
Okay, this is what the women does.
Yeah.
So
they go to their friend, their friend they can trust, or even bonding. They can bond over that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you telling your friend to kind of process those emotions.
Okay, so they go back and tell their friend, girl, yeah, me and him was together last night or whatever, and we did this. That's how y'all do it, Nicole. That's how y'all used to do it.
Yeah, something like that, Keith. He did this and he did that. Yeah, it was either good or it wasn't good.
Okay. So now let me ask you this. When we're talking about this kiss and tell thing, how deep did the details go?
Very deep, Keith.
Very deep. So now you went to the point where it was where he wasn't all that. He was just he was just what I expected, or he was more than what I expected. It does it go that deep? Is the details that deep?
I think probably not that he wasn't all that. Probably more, like I said, girls mainly process their emotions and looking for validation. So it was more like how he made me feel.
Right.
Like he made me feel like this, or you know, he did this and that felt good, or stuff, something like that.
Okay. So it's not going into the deep details then, huh?
I think sometimes it did, Keith. It went to the details.
Does it go?
I mean, you telling what the person did that made you feel good. So yeah.
I mean, they can kiss you and make you feel good. You know? they can kiss you and make you feel good, you know. They can rub you on they can rub you on the back and make you feel good.
More than kisses, Keith.
Huh? I'm just asking. I mean, you know, like I say, I'm trying to see on the women's side of the thing, do y'all go into the details about it? You know what I mean? He ain't do nothing for me. You know, he was just up there just humping away. And I'm just saying, I'd be glad when this nigga through. It was like that.
Yeah, but some conversations could go like that.
Okay, well, see, that's what I'm saying.
But I mean, when girls more talk about things leading up to the act, and then I mean, it'd be detail for detail.
Okay.
Because I have friends be like, well, yeah, tell me everything. So, yeah.
No, I don't kiss and tell. Somebody just asked me a question, do I kiss and tell? No. We're talking about when we were young now. Now we're gonna get into when we are older. You know, we're talking about when we were young, you know, you got that person that, you know, that you were had a crush on or whatever, and they got you and you know, y'all got together and you couldn't wait to go back and tell your home girl, your homeboy, whatever, you know. So that's what we're talking about right now. We gonna sink into it a little bit later in the show, but right now that's what we're talking about, you know. And so the question I'm asking is, again, are you getting into the details, the full details of how it was and all that, you know? That's the question I'm asking.
Yeah, I mean, girls get into that. Get into the details. Keith, you want to know what details?
Do what now?
You trying to find out what details girls get into?
Yeah, I'm not a girl. I don't know what y'all talk about.
They get into the size and the emotion, the touching and feeling, all of that.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, I don't know what y'all talk about when it comes to that.
Everything, Keith.
Everything. So now, let's look at everything. So now, if it wasn't so good, how it go?
It wasn't good. It wasn't all that. Whatever wasn't good, that's what we're gonna talk about.
If it wasn't good, that's what you're gonna talk about.
Yeah. He acted like he didn't know what he was doing. Yeah. He wasn't moving a certain way. He don't know how to kiss. Yeah, so stuff like that.
Okay. So now you go back and you tell your confidant. Now you're not gonna go blab this out to everybody, right? Just your confidant.
I mean, I don't think most girls were gonna tell everybody because, like I said, they're looking for validation, and they're gonna tell their friends they're close friends who they know they're not gonna go blab it out
Mm.
because of the excitement.
Okay. Okay.
So no, you're not gonna tell everybody. And plus, girls are more trying to protect their reputation as well.
Mm. Trying to protect that reputation.
Yes.
So you feel like if you go and tell too many people, your reputation get tarnished.
Okay, you know how it was back in the day.
I'm just asking a question.
You know how it was.
I'm just asking a question. I'm trying to, I'm trying to conduct an interview. You know?
Trying to conduct the interview.
Yeah. And like I say, family, you want to call in to the show, 870-397-1219. You want to put your comment in. I'm having a little technical difficulties on TikTok right now. I'm trying to get it together. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. Put your comment in. Tell me what you think about it. The kiss and tell. Is that a good thing? I mean, like I say now, we talking about when you're young right now. Did you go back and tell, when you got this guy, when this guy got you, you had this crush on and all that there, you got him and, you're feeling good and all that there. You couldn't wait to get back and tell your girl, And so that's what we talking about right now. Like I say, we're gonna morph into as you get older. How was that? Did you continue that? So yeah. So now, like I'm talking about right now, I'm talking about what's the details. I got Felicia Brown said the same thing y'all talk about. That's what she said. I don't know. I mean, what is it that we talk about? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. So what is it that we talk about?
When you were younger, you do that when you was younger.
Huh?
Or you had friends that do the same thing. It's the same thing.
You're true.
Girls talk just like the boys talk.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, I don't know who go into the details the most.
I don't think it's the most. I think it's just whatever happens, whatever they wanted to talk about. I don't think it's who goes into it the most. It's probably the same.
Probably the same.
Yeah, I can't tell you what the boys talk about. The girls talk about it a lot.
But see, I'm gonna tell you where the difference comes in at. I'm gonna tell you where the difference comes in at. Okay. For a boy, let's say 16, 17, 18-year-old boy. This probably his, it could be second, third, fourth time for a woman too. But, for a boy, he's so excited. All of it's good. All of it's good. A boy ain't going to say it wasn't that good. A girl will.
Well, not necessarily. Not if she hadn't had that much experience. She don't know what to compare it to.
Okay.
Only way she probably say it wasn't good is if he didn't really perform at all.
Okay, so now when you just said something that was interesting, you said she don't have nothing to compare it to.
She didn't have much
to compare it to. So that's interesting right there. So you mean to tell me that when you kiss and tell, you comparing it to somebody? You comparing it to your last one?
It ain't so much as comparing. She wouldn't know if it was good or not, because if she hasn't had anything that was better than that, then how would she know?
Okay. No, I got you.
You trying to start stuff, Keith.
No, I'm just asking a question.
you started stuff.
Like I say, I'm just conducting an interview. And if anybody can help me with this, please put your comment in or call in. Got the number right there on Facebook right there. Call me 870-397-1219. Call me. Help me out with this. I ain't trying to put Nicole in no corner. But I'm gonna ask these questions.
Yeah, help me out.
Yeah. So now, like I say, with a boy, it's all gonna be good. Whether it's the first, the last, or whatever, most likely, that's the way you're gonna look at it. It's all good, I mean, it's not gonna be no. Well, it wasn't good than last. It ain't gonna be like that, you know.
Well, I mean, I think it all depends on the experience.
Mhm.
So if you didn't have anything that's better than that, then that's all you know.
Okay, that's all you know. Okay, so
Mhm.
so you go back and you tell your girl, you say, yeah, girl, it was good. Um, he put his hand right there. He touched me right there. You know, all that
Mhm.
there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, plus when you're younger, you just learning, so you're not gonna really know what all you know is how that person make you feel.
Okay.
For yeah, for a female, you
Mm-hmm.
just don't know how that person make you feel.
Okay.
He either make you feel good or he didn't make you feel good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Okay.
especially if you didn't have a lot of experience.
You have a lot of experience.
So, but I think that if you get older and you
Mm-hmm.
kissing and telling, then that's when you got something to say. Oh, it wasn't all that good, or yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I think that's more when you get older.
Mm-hmm. So now let's go into that then. You get older, you know. Are you still kissing and telling?
I hope not. You asked a question a while ago. Is it a good thing?
Uh-huh.
I think maybe as teenagers, it could have been. I'm not gonna say a good thing, but like I said, that's how teenagers process emotions. They're probably not gonna go to their parents
Mm-hmm.
and say this, but they're gonna go to a friend.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, but when you get older, I mean, you already been there, done that. So when you get older, I think it's not a good thing because that's something that's private between
Mm-hmm.
two people,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you're betraying that other person's trust.
Right.
That they're
But they
sharing
don't.
something intimate with you, and then you're going back and talking about this person in that intimate way, and
Mm-hmm.
they trusted you.
Right. But they
So,
don't. I mean, but they don't know you telling your friend. They don't know. So
so,
I mean, what a
so
person
that
don't
make it
know can't
okay?
hurt them, huh?
Does that make it okay?
I'm not saying it makes it okay. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, they don't know if you are telling your friend or whatever. They don't know.
No, they don't know, but I feel like you should respect that person enough not to tell those intimate details.
Okay. So now, do you think, you know, okay, let me ask you this question. Have you ever had a friend or anything like that in your adulthood? You was an adult, came back and told you about their experience with a person sexually.
Um, in my 20s,
Mm-hmm.
in my 20s,
In your
yes,
20s? Okay. You're an adult.
yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So that
I think in your 20s, you still processing. I
mm-hmm.
mean, you probably more experienced, but you still processing
Still
things.
processing.
Now I think over 35, then you shouldn't be going back telling.
Right. Okay.
That's my opinion.
You over 35 years old, you have no business going back and telling nobody about your sex experience, whether this is your boyfriend. I know you're not gonna do it. It's your husband. That's out the question. But just your
I hope
boyfriend.
so.
Okay. Okay. You ain't
I
got no
mean,
business doing
to
that.
think that you have some devious friends. You going back and telling your friend about such and such,
that's
and
what
it
I was
was
going.
good.
That's what I was gonna get in. That's what I was gonna get around to. But
Uh-huh.
go ahead on. Go ahead on. I'm gonna let you do it. Go ahead on.
Well, yeah. I mean, you telling your friend all this, and you don't know your friend like, okay. Then they looking at your person like,
Mm-hmm.
I want to try it.
Yeah, 35. Yeah. So you think that if you sit there and you tell your friend about your Felicia Brown said 21. not 35, 21. Okay. So now you feel like
everybody got their opinions.
That's right. That's right. So you saying that you tell your friend, you know, ooh, girl, he rocked my world. I mean, he put it on me. Yes, indeed. You tell your friend. Now, this your friend now. This your friend.
Mm-hmm.
You think your friend gonna be shady enough to go behind your back?
I mean, you may have some people out there like that, yes.
But
absolutely.
But this your friend.
My friend?
Your friend. Yeah. Your friend.
No.
You don't think your friend do that?
No.
But I know you got some shady people out there, you know, that
there
would do it,
there are some shady people out there. Absolutely. Absolutely. There are shady people out there.
I'm reading this comment here. Hold on just a second here. Felicia Brown said, why are you trying to get all in our business? We want to know what y'all telling. I'm gonna get around. I'm gonna get around to it. I'm gonna get around to it.
It takes a long time to get around to it, Keith.
Well, that's why I'm trying to ask questions. You know, ask me. I never tell my closest friend.
What do men be talking about? What you males be talking about?
Hold on, I'm reading the comments here. Miss Blackman said, I never tell my closest friend anything. Felicia said, those are not your friends. Okay.
Right, exactly.
Okay. Who's not the friend? The one that's trying to go behind your back or what? You know, that's why I said, this your friend. I'm asking Nicole this. I said, now that's your friend. That's your friend, you know. Yeah.
That's my friend, but that don't mean I'm gonna tell her all my business.
Okay. So now I see right now, everybody want to know my side of the story. And say,
Right, yeah.
You'll be surprised. Some women are snakes. Felicia Brown says, you'll be surprised. Some women are snakes. That wouldn't surprise me. I understand. I know.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I know. But this is not for us guys. You know, for us guys. Yeah, we go back and tell when I was younger. You know, I'm a grown man now. Ain't nobody got no business wanting to know what I'm doing and stuff like that. But when I was young, you know, in my youth, you know, of course, because you know, it was a thing. It was more of a ego thing. You see, number one, you don't want to be walking around, you know, everybody doing this, people doing that. You the one walking around, you ain't getting none. You know, you don't want to be seen as that. You don't want to be seen as that guy. You don't want that label on you. You know, so yeah. You know, we're gonna go tell. You know,
so you have to boost your ego.
Yeah. So yeah.
Why was that so important?
Huh?
Why was that so important to males?
Why that's so important?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I said, you don't want to be walking around thinking that, okay, you got a friend come and tell you, man, I got her last night, man. You know, I got me some last night. You know, you walking around, you ain't said nothing in months, you know. There ain't nothing happening, you know. So now they're gonna start looking at you all sideways. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be looked at like that.
But how do you even know they're telling the truth?
You don't. You know what I gonna tell? How you know I'm telling the truth?
That's such a boy thing.
You know, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We want to make ourselves seem like we the king of the hill. You know, and no, Miss Brown, it's not a competition. It's not so much of a competition. Like I say, it's more of an ego thing than it is a competition. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't want to, like I say, we don't want to look like that. Man, what you still a virgin, nigga? What? You know how old you is? Shit, 19, 20. You know, you ain't never had a woman yet. You know. And Miss Blackman said, so a lot of y'all lied, huh? I wouldn't call it lying. I call it we kind of stretch the truth a little bit, you know.
Stretch the truth.
Yeah, you know. I mean, let's say for instance, my partner know that I'm going out on a date with a girl. They know I'm going out on a date. Okay, so now me and the girl go out on a date. We go to the movie. I bring her back home. Now this is my teenage years. Now this is my teenage years. You know. So now we go out on a date. We go to the movies. You know, she got to be home. Let's say about 10 or 11. You know, I take her home. So now I get with my boys the next day. They gonna want to know what happened. You know, so I can't come with, man, we went to the movie and shoot, I took her home after that. Come on now. So we got to put a little bit more in it. You know what I'm saying?
So you put a little bit more, but then what you doing to this girl? This girl who you're exaggerating on. Think about what you're doing to her. These guys are looking at her like, yeah, you gave it up to him. Yeah, they probably congratulating you, but they gonna tell, oh, you gave it up.
Well, we ain't thinking like that, you know. we not thinking like, you know, well, they gonna go back and backdoor me. They gonna try to go get them something. We ain't thinking that way. See, that's how y'all think.
No, not even the back door. It's just you pretty much quote unquote exaggerating on what happened. And this girl, she knows it didn't happen, but you're up here exaggerating on her. You're pretty much telling a lie on her.
Well, I mean, like I say, it's more of with us. It's more of an ego thing than anything else. You know, it's not the fact that we are thinking about ruining this young lady's reputation or anything like that. We are not thinking that way.
Yeah, you're not thinking that way, but that's pretty much what you're doing.
All right, Miss Brown, you say we still lying. Okay. You know, but like I say, it's more of an ego thing. You know, when you're young, I'm talking about when we were young, we were 19, 20, 21 or whatever. When you're young, you know, I'm not talking about now. You know, of course, I'm not going to go out there and put nobody, slander nobody, nothing like that. Now, of course not. You know, you don't think that way now. I don't think like a 19-year-old. I think like the age I am now. You know, Miss Blackman says she's now easy. Well, I mean, like I say, you know, at the time we doing this, we're not thinking that way. You know, we're not thinking in a way that, you know, to put her out there like that. You know.
Yeah, I mean, and I get it. You weren't thinking like that, but that's what was going on. But I mean, yeah, you were younger, and I would say that's something intimate that most girls want to keep to themselves. They may tell their best friend, but they don't want all these guys knowing and thinking she's easy.
I understand that. I mean, it's the same. Let's look at it like this. It's the same way, putting it in reverse. You're not gonna tell your friend about this man you was with because in the back of your mind, you got that she might try to go and backdoor you, right? I mean, Miss Blackman said it that some women are just snakes. Okay, you know, you know. So now, in the same way, we're not thinking that we're going to ruin this girl's reputation. It's just a flip side, you know. We're not thinking that way. Y'all are thinking that if I tell my friend about this, if I tell somebody who's not so much my friend, she gonna go and try to backdoor me, you know. So I ain't talking like that to her. So we're not thinking that way, you know. That's what that is. You know?
So you never had a friend to try to get with a girl that you bragged about?
Never. Never. I mean, I've had friends that try to. I've had so-called friends to try to hit on a woman I was with, but I have confidence enough in myself that it's not gonna go further than that. And plus, they'll come back and tell me.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, it to me is that would be a confident thing. You know.
It can be a confident thing, but it can also be, I'm not gonna tell my friends something that happened intimate between me and this other person,
Okay.
and make it. You don't know if it's enticing them to want that other person.
Mm-hmm.
You going into details, and you don't know what they're thinking. Oh, dang, that man is that good, and so I may want to try that. But you don't know if your friends are thinking that.
You don't. You really don't. That's why we're talking about, you know, Miss Brown said, why we're talking about kids. Well, we bring it all the way up to adulthood. You know, that's why the comment was, would you tell your friends this now? I mean, you with a man. Now I'm pretty sure, you know, she gonna come and ask you, well, girl, how was it? How was your night? You know, you gonna tell something. You know, you're gonna say, well, we had a good time, we went here, we went there. But I know you know where to cut that off at. That's where maturity comes in.
Right, the maturity,
You know?
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you definitely don't know where to cut it off at, because that's, you know, especially if it's somebody you're trying to build a relationship with.
Right.
Now, I think if it's somebody you just messing around with, then you might go tell. But if
Right.
somebody you want a relationship with,
Mm-hmm.
then you don't know where to cut it off.
Right. You know, I mean, I understand the fact that it really ain't nobody business what you're doing with, but you know, even if you don't tell, you might know somebody that do. You know, who love to come and tell you every detail of what they did with this person.
Yeah.
You know, that's what that is. You know, some people just like doing that. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, the people do talk.
People do talk,
So,
you know. they want to put they're not thinking about the fact that they're putting their business out in the street or nothing like that. They're not thinking that way. They're thinking on the turn along the lines of, you know, you my girl, I can tell my girl everything, you my dude, you my partner, you my homie. I can, you know, confide in you, I can tell you this. We're thinking along those lines. You know,
mm-hmm.
We're not thinking on the fact that if I tell you this, you know, if I tell him this, that nigga might go knock on her door tonight or something like that. We're not thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? You know who to talk to, how to talk to them, what to say to them. You know that. These are the people that you've been around, you know?
Yeah.
So you know that. I mean, you're not going to sit up there and tell everybody everything about, you know, how y'all did it and all this, you know, how he put it on you, how he had you bent all this way and all that there, swinging on the chandelier and all that shit. You ain't going to tell all that. Oh, yeah. Hanging off the door and all that there. You ain't finna go tell all that. You know?
Strategic.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, but you still got some adults that do be talking.
I know it.
You do, because I mean,
and that's just how some people are built. You know, they just got to say it. They just got to tell somebody. Now you being their closest friend, they gonna come and tell you as soon as they close the door in their house and the dude drop them off and they close the door, bloop, they on the phone with you, letting you know. You know, yeah, and they gonna go into every detail. You got some people like that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some very grown people that still do that. So yeah, I mean, there are older people that still talk their business.
Yeah. So now, Miss Black and Miss Brown, can y'all agree with that? That you do have people out there that still do this to this day? I mean, they 40s, 50s, 60s, they still talk that way. You know, They still put their business out there. They don't care. You know, I ain't gonna say they don't care. I'm gonna say that this is just who they are. This is what they do. You know?
Right. I mean, that's just, it could be just how they talk.
Yeah.
That's just the way they talk. That's just them.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And once they done got their use out of it, they don't care if you go back and don't do what you're gonna do. You know, even though that's some rotten, dirty stuff, you know, but that's who they are, you know. It's what it is.
yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that everybody's like that, no. But you do find some that are, you know, they want to put their business out there in the street like that. They want to, you know, tell you that, yeah, girl, you put it on me so good, and you know, had my feet balled up like a fist and all that type of shit, you know. So yeah,
curl.
huh?
You make my toes curl.
Make your toes curl and all that type of stuff, you know. And so, you know, that's what it is. So that's you know. Then, like I say, you know, I'm reading my comments and all that there, and like we said at the first of the show, Nicole, we ain't trying to offend nobody. But you know, if that shoe fits you, you know, that's what it is. Now, I'm pretty sure at some point in our lives, we were wearing that shoe.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We was wearing that shoe. You know, we might kick it off now, but at some point we was wearing it. It's what it is, you know. We couldn't wait to go back. I don't care if you told your sister, you know, you know, your cousin, your best friend, whoever. It was somebody that you was close to that you couldn't wait to tell what you and this dude did.
Or they couldn't wait to hear.
They couldn't wait to hear. That's right. You know, yeah.
And same with the guys.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't wait to go back to tell, or they friends. They know you went out with someone, and they couldn't wait to get details.
That's right. You know, that's right.
I used to have a friend. She was like, "Oh, I want detail from detail."
See, they want to hear.
She wanted to know everything.
Yeah. So now, let me ask you this. If somebody came to you now, let's say your cousin, you got a close cousin, y'all, you know, around about the same age, y'all grew up together, you know, hung out, you know, y'all closer than a lot of close sisters, you know, but it's your cousin. Mm-hmm. Or it might be your sister, might be your best friend, whoever. Mm-hmm. What if they came to you now? and want to give you the details about their date? How would you? What would your reaction be?
If they wanted to give me details of their
date, they want to tell you what went on.
If that's what they want, if they want to tell me, that's on them.
Okay, so you're gonna listen to them.
Yeah.
You are? Okay.
If we're that close. Yeah, we were that close. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, give me an example. How that conversation go?
However they started.
Girl, look at him. Ooh, I got something to tell you. Hot off the press. As I go like that.
I don't know how it started, but however they started and however it goes, that's how it's gonna go.
Okay.
So if you had a friend or a cousin, whoever is real close to you, they come back and tell you detail from detail, would you listen?
I'm listening because to me it's like you want to vent.
But he may not want to vent. He might want to tell you how much fun he had.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna listen to him. You know what I'm saying? You know.
So yeah, listen, if that's what they want to do, they want to tell. If it's my close friend or the family member, whoever, I'll listen.
Yeah.
But as far as me, like you said, I'm more mature, and that's not something that I want to tell. Like I said, that's intimate. That's personal to me. So I'm not gonna tell my business like that. But some people just don't mind.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to judge them if that's what they want to do, but to me,
Mm-hmm.
that's something personal.
Right.
In
Right.
between me and that other person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I mean, so what are they telling you about their night? And they going into some graphic details. You know, I'm talking some graphic details. I'm talking about some real spicy details. You know,
What kind of spicy details, Keith?
I mean, they telling you about, ooh, this nigga licked me here, he licked me there. You know, all this. You know, those spicy details. They get to all that like that. You still listening to it?
I'm listening. I'm like, oh, okay. You telling me this? Okay. I think that's the thing. I mean, we grown. If that's what they choose to do, that's what they choose to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if it comes to me and I'm in a relationship or I'm seeing someone, no, I'm not gonna reveal all that because, like I said, that's personal to me.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm a private person, so I'm not gonna just reveal all that to someone like that. No.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But if they want to vent that to you, it's okay, huh? You gonna say you're gonna listen to it.
Hey, that's on them.
That's on them.
That's on them. All I gotta do is listen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even asking questions. I'm just listening.
You just listen. So you're not gonna participate in the conversation.
No, unless they tell me something brand new, I'll be like, now what was that like? They telling me something brand new.
Okay. All right. Okay. So they ain't telling you whatever they tell you ain't nothing new under the sun. That's what you're saying.
Probably not.
Do what now?
I don't know, Keith.
I didn't hear you. Say it again. Whatever they tell you, you just listening. You just say it now. You say it unless they tell you something new.
Yeah, unless they tell me something new.
So in other words, what's new?
Keith.
Huh?
I haven't heard or done.
Okay, well, I mean,
I can't tell you what it is. I don't know. Whatever I haven't heard or done.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it could be a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. So for the most part, you just pretty much listening.
Yeah, I'm just listening.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What are you? Are you asking questions? Or you just listening?
Well, it all depends, you know. Miss Blackman said, "Don't tell me. I don't want to know." You know. Well, Miss Blackman, we just saying, you know, if you got a friend, sister, cousin, whoever, you know, and they just want to just tell you about their experience, you know what I mean? You're not going to listen to them. Ain't nobody saying participate in the conversation. Listen to what they saying. You know, now if they ask you a question, that's a different thing.
I mean, some people may not want to hear that. So, and I mean, I have friends tell me stuff. I'm like, oh, like I'm cringing. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, you actually telling me this?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah.
So all that might not be good for your Christian ears, huh? Might be a little bit too much, huh? Okay, right.
That's right.
I'm just, you know, I'm just the host on the dating show. I'm just asking, you know, some grown up questions here, you know.
Okay, so yeah, speaking of grown up questions, so what if you had a friend or family member or even yourself that maybe you or your person may have issues? Do you seek out advice from your friends or family member?
So it all depends on what type of issues. See, you have to be a little more specific on the issues. You know, what type of issues?
I'd say maybe not performing. You or your person not performing well or can't perform well for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like,
So let me put it like this. I'm trying to see what you're talking about. So now what you're saying is, say for instance, I'm with this woman and I don't get it up. It don't get up for her. That's what you're saying. So I would go ask a friend of mine, hey man, I think I had a little problem last night, man, with this woman, and my shit didn't work.
Do guys talk about that?
Yeah, to a degree. It that right there would be. It has to be a close friend. If you're gonna be a friend, if not brother, dad, uncle, or something like that. It has to be a close friend to say something like that. Yeah.
So what if a guy that feel like he's not big enough for the girl?
I don't think a man would admit that.
You don't think he'd admit that?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I don't think a man he would admit that.
So what about being bored with a person? Y'all been together for a while and you bored. Do men talk about that?
I mean, so what you mean about bored? I mean, she
Like,
don't do it for you no more? What?
Maybe the girl is like one position or.
Oh, so you mean being monogamous?
Yes.
Okay, so you pretty much know what's gonna happen. So I'm just saying between you and your person there, you pretty much you pretty much know what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, how long it's gonna take. That's monotonous. You just in a continuous motion with this person. Y'all don't spice it up. Put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, you together for a while in a relationship. You together for a while, and it just kind of get just boring, or just like you said, you know what's going to happen. It's predictable. So, I mean, either one or both of you is going to want something to spice it up, or like you said, what if you having the ED?
Okay.
You having that problem?
Yeah.
Or what? People have issues sometimes.
That's true.
So, I mean, I guess you can go talk to a doctor, but before you talk to a doctor, people go talk to their friends or family members.
Right.
Is that kissing and telling, in your opinion? Do you think that's kissing and telling?
I think that's more on the advice side. You're seeking some advice.
I agree with that.
You see, if I feel like this, if you've been with a person for an amount of time, and like you say, you become bored. It happens. And you're not performing the way you used to. I'm speaking on the man's behalf. You're not performing the way you used to. That's where I don't want to say you at a point that I'm not gonna say you at a point where you're gonna go cheat. It's not like that. It's not a situation like that you want to go out and explore other women. It's not that type of situation. It's the situation where, see, that could be more on the lines of a medical issue. It could be on the lines of she's not doing it for me the way she used to. So to me, that would fall on both parties. You see what I'm saying? Let's say, for instance, see, me personally, I'm gonna tell you something personal about how I feel about certain things. To me personally, if me and my person to get into bed together, put it like this, we getting ready to go to sleep at night. I don't want to see you get in the bed looking like a 75-year-old woman. That's not going to do anything for me. You know what I'm saying? You know? So
what that look like, Keith? Just a 75-year-old woman.
Well, you going to bed with 4 or 5 layers of clothes on. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's not doing. Huh?
All of y'all worry about that.
And see, that's what I'm
big age, Keith. I'm just menopause creeping in, so we ain't gonna have all the clothes.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, some just go sleep like that anyway. You got to have some that all the way down to your knees and stuff like that. You know, you know. See, that ain't doing nothing. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, that's up to you to talk to your person.
That's why I say, you know, that falls on both of them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't go tell my brother, my partner, my uncle, the father, son, hey man, she go to bed every night, man, looking like, you know, she coming up in the 1800s or something like that. I ain't gonna go say nothing like that. I'm gonna go with her.
I've heard men say that.
Say what? You heard men say what?
How they wife or the other person go to bed. They go to bed with all these rollers or bonnets on, or she have all these clothes on. I've heard men complain about that.
Okay. But see, they at a point where it becomes a frustration to them until they have to say it to somebody. And if you heard them say it, they coming to a woman. And so they looking for a reaction from you or feedback from you. What you got to say about that, you know? So that's the reason why they're gonna say it to you, you know.
I mean, in that same instance, just like men have erectile dysfunction, women go through things too.
I understand.
Menopause, or some men are their women may not be able to climax that easily.
Okay.
So I mean, that's when it's time to spice things up in the bedroom. And hopefully both parties are willing. If they both want to spice things up.
Yeah.
In the bedroom. And if one person don't, then there's a real problem.
That's true.
But if you both want to, there's a lot of things you can do to spice it up in the bedroom.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, that falls on those two individuals. I'm not gonna go and ask my partner, man, what can I do to get her going? What can I do to get myself going? You know, I'm not gonna go ask them that question like that. You know?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. I mean, it's something I should be discussing with her.
Exactly. I agree with that. Yeah, you should be discussing that between each other. Yeah. But I think it becomes an issue when one of the people don't want to discuss it. I think that's when it becomes an issue. You might want to go talk to someone, but just probably out of frustration to vent about it.
Right. I see Miss Blackman said a lot of men say that. She said dryness, you know. And I guess that will come with menopause and all that, you know.
It'll be a lot of different things, but I mean, that's an easy fix.
Yeah. KY. KY, you know, that's why they got that stuff, you know.
I mean, I think that if two people are willing to talk to each other about how they feel intimately, if there's an issue, it's fixable.
Right.
I think it's fixable. I mean, you got toys, you got jellies.
You got imagination. You got imagination. I think that's the best medicine you can take.
Hopefully you got imagination.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, but the kiss and tell part, no, you know, once we get up in age, once we become mature adults, you know, we don't do that no more. We don't do that no more. It was what I just want to say, you know, with a lot of us, you know, they still do. Some of us, you know, we don't do that no more. We're mature, you know, that's between me and them. You know, what stays in the what we do in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. You know,
Right.
that's what that is.
Just like Vegas.
Just like Vegas, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's right.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, so you know, like I say, you know, that's to me that's more of a immaturity thing than more of a mature thing. But you know, it's a part of dating. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are a mature person, you go out with this person for the first time. You tell your girl, you tell your sister or whoever that you met this guy, you like him and all that type of stuff. You know, they gonna want to know the details when you go out on your first, second, or third date.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they don't want no details, but you don't have to go detail. I mean, you can say, yeah, it was a nice date. He treated me with respect. He's very respectful. Stuff like that. You don't have to go into intimate details.
That's right.
You know, you probably even say, oh, yeah, we kissed good night and left it at that. And anything else happened, you don't have to discuss that.
Right. Right. And so, like I say, you know, to me, that's more of a young person thing, you know, when they first, you know, getting into their sexuality, you know, they can't wait to go back and tell, you know, their friend or whoever, you know, what happened, how he was. The same way with guys, they can't wait to go back and blab their mouth about how she was and all that type of stuff, you know.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. When you're that young, it's new.
Right.
When it's something new to you, you're excited about it. And just like you said, and for the males, it's an ego boost.
It's an ego
boost. But it's new all around. So yeah, you don't talk about it. But as adults, I think you should just keep that private.
That's right. That's right.
Between you and your person.
That's right. That's right. There you go. Yeah. But I like that show, Nicole. We had a good conversation about that, you know. We're gonna have to talk about, you know, every time we go into a good conversation, first thing I say, we got to do that again, you know. But later on down the line, we'll do that. Now, like I say, friends, I appreciate the comments. Miss Blackman, Miss Felicia Brown, we appreciate all the comments y'all put on there. I try to read them all out. Like I say, this is a call-in show now. If you want to call in, you want to put your comment in. I got one more comment on him. Miss Blackman said, when you were sneaking around, you you better not tell it. All right, Miss Blackman, you better not tell it. You better keep it to yourself, you know.
That'd be best.
That's right. But like I say, you know, hey friend, I'm on YouTube. We're in our 98th episode. You want to see any of the previous 97 episodes? Go on my YouTube page, The Dating Shame. Pull up any episodes you want to. Check it out. Put your comments in. You want to call and talk about any other episodes? Call in. Let's talk about it. We on every week, Sundays at 6:30. Check us out. Nicole and myself. She's my co-host. Like I say, she's tucked away in a bunker somewhere in Texas. So she's not with me, you know.
We don't have bunkers in Texas, Keith.
So she's not with me. She's via phone. She's on the phone with me. So that's how we do it. And like I say, hey, go on the show, subscribe to the show. We're approaching that 100 show, that milestone. I promise you it's going to be an interesting show. We're getting it together. So yeah, hit that like button, subscribe to the show. We're trying to get it going. We got a movement going. We're going to keep it going. So that's how we do it. Nicole, I appreciate you as always. Appreciate your comments, putting that one perspective in. I appreciate my comments today, Miss Black and Miss Felicia. Well, I appreciate your comments. Keep it going. You know, we're gonna do it like that. All right, Nicole, you had your good week. We're gonna kick again next week on the 99th show.
Thank you, Keith. You have a good week as well.
All right. We'll check you later.
Later.
All right. All right, friends. That's how we do it. That's the Dating Shame for July 19th, whatever the date is, 16th, something like that. You know, that's how we do it. So we're going to catch you again next week on the Dating Shame. Until then, everybody, y'all stay safe out there. I hope y'all have finished having a good weekend. Have a good week, work week. And that's what it is. That's a dating shame. Till then, peace, be safe.
These are the arms that belong to lock you inside every day and every night. Girl, and here is the soul of which you've taken control. Can't you see I'm trying to show love is right? Oh, show and tell, just a game I play when I was saying I love you, girl. So show me and tell me that you feel the same way too. Say it, you baby. These are the hands that can't help reaching